Hi guys, I am back. So this is the first place we visited in Springsure, and it's got all of these old artifacts and homesteads, as well as a working windmill.
That's Uncle Frankie. He was one of the best stockmen in the world. This is my dad, Lindsay Black. He was one of the best rough riders and best stockmen in the world too.
This is a fossilized clamshell. It's quite uncommon to find them closed, so that was really cool. You can see in this stone where I'm holding, it is a fossilized periwinkle shell. Now this is a range of handheld axes and hammers. So to make the sharp part of the axe, they would find sandstone, wet it, then rub the stone and then continue that until they got the desired effect. Now some of the stones shown also have a divot that your hand or thumb goes in, and they would have to also carve these areas in. So no doubt it took a long time to make these. Similarly with handheld serrated axes, they would have to carve the serrated areas in, maybe even shape it first with the sandstone and water. Now these are natural rock formations, and they came off the sandstone wall exactly how it's seen in my hand. These are axe heads, and same with the handheld axes, they would have been made by rubbing it with sandstone and water, and then they would have to carve in the divots where the wood ran around. Now the way of attaching the stick was quite complicated for me to re-explain, so I guess you just have to get a tour for yourself. This one shown, he said, was the oldest one he had, and it also has a thumb divot in it, meaning when the stick broke, it was then used as a handheld axe. Now this is a shaping blade, and it's used for giving things curved edges. Now this next one, this is a rubbing stone, and they were rubbed on animal skins to soften them so it wasn't as stiff, and then they could use it. Now these are stone knives, and they are made so your hand fits in it perfectly like this, so they would have had to shape them. And then there's also serrated knives, and they are made very similar to the axe making process, and they would have to have chipped the pieces off to make it serrated. Now these are chopping blocks or stones, and I can't remember the actual name, so I'm just going to call it that for now. So I would chip a piece off and it would be nearly as sharp as glass, and they would use this for cutting smaller things. Now can you guess what this is? It's a piece of glass bottle, I think from around the mid 1800s, and they started to use these because they were much sharper and easier to chip. Now this here is an arrowhead, and it was made similarly to the serrated knives and axes. This is a rubbing stone and board, and they were used to grind up seeds to make flour. Can you guess what these are? So they are whistles made out of quartz crystal tubes. Make sure you turn your sound on and have a listen to how he uses them. This building here was built in 1997, so many bodies had been stolen from their resting places in Australia and moved to sit in the basement of the museum for many years. Finally, when they returned these bodies to Australia, they were put in here because their actual resting places were too damaged to return them to. I highly recommend the Takamundi tag-along tours. It was so informative, so cool. I did miss out so many details though, so you'll have to go and grab a tour for yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tag along with me too.